Let's take it across to Dhiraj Mathur, advisor Aerospace and Defence and ex-partner PWC, to talk about what's the whole host of changes and whole host of issues that are concerning Jet Airways at this point of time. Mr. Mathur, good afternoon, and it's always great chatting with you and getting in some perspective with respect to the aviation space. Talk to us about the exits that have happened. Did you see it coming?
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. Well, yes and no, in the sense that, I mean, if you put yourself in their position, they were just sitting there and waiting. The lenders had eased out Mr. Naresh Goyal, so there was no promoter. This was a promoter-driven listed company. So the promoter was the entrepreneur, and I said this yesterday as well, that, there was a vacuum that was created by Mr. Goyal's exit, which wasn't filled. So there are decisions that are to be taken, there are risks to be taken, which a promoter an entrepreneur can take, but a CEO can't. So that's the first thing. That's where I think the troubles for the personnel started. Then the second thing is that the bankers had promised to inject 1,500 crores, which they never did. Now, I think everybody, the employees and the management, everyone was sort of hanging on in the hope that liquidity would be injected, but that never happened. So, and there's, we haven't had any firm serious bids, no firm commitments. So I guess, I must commend the CEO that he hung in for that long. A lot of the other people have left, and at the end of the day, everyone has families to look after and careers to think of. So this is a difficult situation for them, and I think it's something that was at one level inevitable.
Right. Given how lukewarm, or rather how weak the response has been with respect to the bidding process of Jet Airways, do you think taking the NCLT route is now inevitable? Because at this point of time, sources have actually told ET now that this is the likely route that Jet is going to take.
Well, yeah, it's a bit like closing the stable door after the horse is bolted, because their slots have been reallocated, their flying rights have been reallocated, their planes aren't there. So what are you going to do in the NCLT? If you had to go to the NCLT, we could have gone right in the beginning, so that the moratorium could have been put on the, the interest and the lenders and leasers would have been prevented from foreclosing or taking back the planes. Now all of that has happened. So, but while yes, there is no other option but to go to the NCLT. But I don't know how much value or what the outcome is going to be of that.
Definitely, Mr. Mathur, it does look extremely bleak as far as the situation of Jet Airways goes. Thank you so much for taking time out and sharing with us your perspective as well.